Okay, so we did 640 gram of water, room temperature. Now I already have 640 room temperature water. If you don't have room temperature, you can do a bit of cold, hot, till you get 640 to room temperature. So this is just room temperature water. Now I'm gonna take 14 gram of dry yeast. So see down here, my scale, zero it out, 0. So 14 gram. I like to spread it out. Okay, 14 grams.
16.
Well, it's okay if you're 1 or 2 gram over. Okay. That in the fridge. Okay. Now we let this sit about 30 seconds because I'm impatient. Then you go with your finger. Just a nice little mix here. Now you'll feel like this brand is very like gritty, like little balls. So pretty much take it off the scale. Pretty much just mix it till all these little balls dissolve. So like that we have even mix through the dough. It's okay if there's 1 or 2 balls still. There can be it's not gonna matter too much. So this is a yeasted bread, it's called, yeast bread, or beer bread, I like to call it, because it smells like a little bit like beer when it's fermenting. There we go. Now you see everything's pretty much dissolved. Now again, this is just room temperature. Show the room temperature right now. Right now is 24 degrees in here. So the water would be, usually water is a little bit colder, so it's probably like around 20, 22 degrees. But it's not rocket science. I've done this many times during the COVID. Put it back on the scale. Everything dissolved well enough. Zero everything out. Okay, give it a second. Alright. Okay, once that is done, I'm gonna take 5. The recipe calls for 1,000 gram of flour. What I like to do, I like to put about, about 500 gram just all-purpose flour. Now you don't have to use this. I've had good success with just all-purpose flour. This is hard flour. So I do 500 gram of this. This just makes the bread a little bit denser, more like a store-bought. Okay. There we go. There's 1,000 grams. And just keep yourself just a little bit for later. Keep that aside for later. Okay. Now we're gonna add 16 grams of salt. I'm using sea salt. You can use any salt. Okay. 16 grams, so that's 1,015, 1,016 right there. That's done. Put that away. This way. All this stuff away. Okay. Next step. Oh yeah, I need to add the olive oil now. Okay. Now this is the one I already have open. So a high quality olive oil, better results. So reset the scale. Okay, so we're gonna put 30 grams of olive oil. And I go on the outer side. I put 38 grams is fine. Alright, so once you've done that, take this off the scale, turn off your scale. Okay, now put this away. Right, now just gently start incorporating the salt in the flour. And just start, I like to use my fingers like this, and I just like rock it back and forth a bit. Are you getting the photo? The video. See, the oil is just on the side here, so it's keeping everything from sticking. If you just go at it in one shot, everything just can stick to you like Play-Doh. And now the water is getting all absorbed. There's pockets of water, trust me, it's all in there. And resist. Do not add or remove flour. This recipe, I got it pretty well nailed down. It seems to work really well. Find if you add more flour, the bread is not going to develop. It's not going to rise. It'll be more like a biscuit. And if you add too much water, well, I guess it doesn't hurt too much if you add too much water, but it'll be a lot harder to work. Now you start scooping the sides in. Cleaning the bowl at the same time. I'll take all this, clean your bowl for later because we're going to reuse it. Like that. Put this all on the bench. You can start pushing it in all together here. At first, you think like, oh man, I need to add water, or it's sticky. I need to start, adding more flour. Just start combining it. Now you do this for what? A good 2-3 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. Depends how you're feeling, how much energy you have in you. Now, don't push in the table. You kind of want to push like on an angle. This gets better with time. The first time you do this, it'll probably be like this, which is 100% perfectly normal, perfectly fine. So once things are combined pretty well like this, start cleaning your hand a little bit. Oh yeah, obviously take off your ring. Jewelry. That'd be a real pain to clean. I should have said that first, right? Well, it's okay, she's probably gonna see this video before she starts. And that olive oil makes it really easy. Just go and pick up all the crumbs and push it together. Okay, just smack it. Okay. Take a break for 3-4 minutes. Then we'll come back. Then we'll start kneading it for at least 8 to 10 minutes, or until it starts smooth, get nice. You'll see. So this is one tool that I use that can be helpful to scoop under the dough
And cut it.
and cut it and dice it. It is helpful. If you don't have it, well, you can get by with here. Get by with one of these. Let's pretend I don't have this. Here. Get by with this. Right. Now, what happened now, the dough relaxed. So it's like an elastic, right? So with the elastic relaxed, you can see she spread out. So now, flip her upside down, grab one side, pull it over, over, put it over. That's about good. Make it nice and taut in the bottom. Now we just stretch the dough. Okay, take tool here. Okay. right in. No oil, no nothing. All we're gonna do, take a little bit of flour, sprinkle some on top. That's about good. Take a cloth, put it on top. Okay, that's it. Now you can put it in a proofer. Like our oven has a bread proof. Now you don't have that, you don't have to do it. Like right now here is 23.5 degrees. So at that temperature I'm expecting this to rise and double in about 45 minutes to an hour. So I'm going to stop the video again. I'm going to come back in 45 minutes and see how it looks, because it's pretty warm in here. Hey. Okay. Okay, so it's been going about 50 minutes now. So there we go. That doubled in size easily. So that means we're already successful. The yeast is doing its thing. Okay, so now I already have some flour on top here, so we'll use our little tool. Okay, just get in there, help it to get unstuck. Okay. All right. Now, flour side down, the top that we floured, sticky side up. Okay. So now we're just gonna look. We're gonna cut it in half. Right? About, that looks about half, eh? Yeah.
Yeah, good.
So now you just okay, switch tool or knife. Okay, there we go. We added one more tool. Okay, this was just a little bit too soft. Okay, now move one aside. Now let's work with this guy here. Now at this stage we're allowed to use a little bit of flour so things don't stick. Okay, so you feel it stick, you can just put a little bit of flour. Okay. So now what we're gonna do, degas it. Okay, take 1, 2, 3, 4, flip, make a new ball. Just do a nice little ball here. Just squeeze it together underneath. There we go, that's good. Okay. Put just a little bit of flour in the bottom. Same thing with this guy. Cup and roll, cup and roll. a little bit. Doesn't take much. Okay. Put your two guys right here. Just a tiny bit on top. Okay, now we're gonna let it rest again for, let's say, 15 minutes or so. Just enough time for us to get the pans ready. Okay. Get just a little bit of oil. Whoa, shoot. Oh, that's okay. You spread it through your pan here. I recommend you do this even though your pan is non-stick. Okay, so once you've done that, throw that away, this away. Okay, take a little bit of flour. See, one side is coated and one side is not. Not sure if you can see that properly. I like to do it like this, so it drops. Just drops in the other pan. That's fine. I will do the other side. Need a little bit more flour. The bottom. Mix here. And again, just a little bit more. There we go. I'm not sure if you can see it pretty good. So it's like I'm just walking the flour around with the vibration. It does a really nice coat flour all the way around. So see, that's there. You can see it pretty good. Right, so these are ready. Give it a little, take out the excess flour. All right, push that excess flour on the side. Okay. Now, while we were doing that, this guy, see, she's already starting to relax again. See, press. You see how she comes back up? She's not ready, so I can let her rest a little bit more. She's still a bit too tense, too springy. So, okay, now we come back in 10 minutes. Alright, now took another break. Now you can see they relax, they stretched out, they even grew a slightly bit again. That's good, means everything's really active. Okay, now just add a little bit more flour here, a little bit on here. Okay, take your tool. Okay, sticky side up, flour side down. Okay, now that's the fun part. You just all the hard work of letting them grow, you gotta squish them all back down. Okay. Just gonna move this guy over. Now, that's how I like to do it. Then I got this guy going. Okay, put just a little bit under here. Put a little hair there. Okay. Okay. Spread that out. Okay. Sticks a little bit underneath, just a bit of flour. Alright, you come back over here. Once you got all the air pretty well like this. Well, it's fun. See, the dough's not coming back on itself. It's nice and relaxed. Okay. Now we want to roll it to the size of this pan. You can put the pan in front of you, kind of deal. Now we're gonna fold this, kind of like roll it up like a croissant kind of thing. So that's gonna fit in here like that, right? Now I kind of did this backwards here. It's okay. I guess you can do it either way. It's just the idea is you want to roll it, pull, roll, pull a little bit, roll, pull, roll, pull, roll, pull. So pretty much what you're doing is you're rolling it under tension. Once you got it rolled up, I like to give it a smack like this. So this crease face down, take it, lock it right in. Right? Now we'll move this guy over here. Out of our way a bit. Get the next pan. Let's do the same thing. Okay. Right. Okay. Now let's roll the right way. There. You see? This is about the width of the pan. Can link it together. Together. Pull. A little bit of a roll. Pull. Now you just want to put it under tension. You don't want to rip the dough necessarily. Give it a smack. If it's not perfect, like this side is a little bit higher than this side, that's okay. That's what makes homemade bread. Drop it in, about in the middle. Now that's in. Now I'll get this guy over here. Now again, we're gonna take my fun little nap. Okay, put this over like this. Now we're gonna allow these to rise up about, you'll see this is gonna fill in the pan, and this guy will rise up by give it an inch or two depending how active the yeast is. And we don't want it to rise too much because then we'll just have a big air pockets in our bread. We don't want that. So it's 9:33 now. Let's say at 10:10, I'm guessing we'll come and check on it. Okay. So now, show the little oven we're using here, and I should remove anything that's plastic. Okay. Now I removed the plastic stuff.
So 390.
So it's 390, and we're gonna put it for about 45 minutes. So I'm preheating the little oven here. So we don't need to use our big oven, but you can also use a big oven, right? Use what you have. Okay, so that's how they look. See, they fill up really nice. You can see there's a couple big air pocket, but nothing too bad. Now we're just gonna give it a little slash. Both side. Give a place for it to degas a bit. Put these in here. Right. Okay. Oh. One more. Okay. Now we'll keep an eye on it and check back in 45 minutes. Looking very nice. Okay. Do you want to flip them?
Yeah. This.
Oh, they look very nice. Give it a sound. Very good. Cooked right through. Maybe like 2-3 minutes earlier would have been better. But they look really good. Oh yeah. Nice and cooked. Nice crust. They came out really nice.
See the circle?
A little swirl.
Really?
Now I'm gonna let them cool down.
What does that do?
Look really good, eh?
Yes, very good.
Oh, don't touch these. These are really hot. You resist the urge to cutting into them.
Yeah.
Because they're really hot and they're gonna be a little bit soft inside still. So as they're gonna sit, they're gonna finish drying up. It's gonna be a really nice toast for tomorrow morning.